world is changing, and so does change. But the mind has the potential to capture the changing world and make every change count. At Skills Mindset, the leading global skills, strategy and corporate development company, we believe that the mind has the potential of transforming the man from obscurity to prominence. It's the reason why we make skills our business. At Skills Mindset, we stand for change, for development and for success. We challenge, we inspire and we lead. With Skills Mindset, your limit is just the beginning. Welcome to Skills Mindset. For more information about the great service we provide, please visit our website on www.skillsmindset.com or give us a call on our UK number on 07957 676 193. Better still, send us an email on info@skillsmindset.com. Skills Mindset. Challenging limits, maximising opportunities.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Skills Mindset Masterclass for the month of March 2025. Thank you so much for joining, and welcome you, Mr. Sam, and welcome to our host as well, Dr. Lawal, and I'm just a co-host today, and my name is Hayo Aribi, and we just want to welcome all the people joining us online, people joining us from YouTube, joining us from LinkedIn, joining on Facebook, joining from different parts of the world. We would like to know where you're joining from. If you're joining from the UK, from Nigeria, from Ghana, Australia, wherever you're joining from, can you please just drop a message on the chat? Let's know where you're joining from. Let's know your name as well. And we officially welcome you to the Skills Mindset Masterclass for the month of March 2025. So today, what are we doing today? We're exploring AI. I'm sure everyone's heard about AI before. Everyone's heard about artificial intelligence. And what we're covering today really is a topic that's quite robust, a topic that is intuitive, a topic that's very educational, a topic that a lot of people probably have questions about. But today, I can assure you that you're in the right place, and answers will be given to your questions tonight, and also all your queries, or what's what I'm looking for, everything you're inquisitive about when it comes to artificial intelligence. We've got an expert in the house tonight. Mr. Sam Onigbanjo will answer all your questions, at least to the best of his knowledge, at least. So the topic we're treating today is AI intuition advantage and on mastering leadership and driving business growth. So this means how AI can drive your business growth, how it can develop you as a person, how AI can help you in your leadership qualities, and how AI can just help in all facets of life, really. AI is very important. And being honest with you, our lives these days, everything is driven towards artificial intelligence. Everything is artificial. And you don't know yet, but we're getting there gradually. And I will tell you this. I mean, there's no turning back. That is a new world that we're in right now. Everything is AI. So yes, we've got the right person in us tonight. So just want to officially welcome Mr. Sam Onigbanjo. Welcome, and welcome to the Skills Mindset Masterclass. I think this is probably your first time you're joining as well. It's good to have you on board, sir. And welcome to our host as well, Dr. Gbenga Lawal. It's a privilege. My name is Ayo, and I will be hosting this show today. So let's introduce our guest real briefly. And our guest, again, as I've been mentioning, his name is Mr. Sam Onigbanjo. He is an expert in capital markets trading, and is a venture finance advisor as well. You know, he has decades of experience in capital markets, and he specializes in trading commodities, forex, and equities. Like throughout his career, he has gained a profound understanding of market movements, effective risk management, and identifying lucrative opportunities for strong returns. You know, in addition to his trading expertise, like Sam advises businesses on venture finance, assisting them in securing the necessary funding for growth and expansion. Whether you're raising capital whether you're involved in structural deals, whether you're connecting with investors, whether you're partnering with entrepreneurs, or navigating the often complex landscape of funding and life, Sam is your person to speak to. Beyond his trading and finance, he has a keen interest in AI-driven business growth. And that's the reason why he's here today. He has a keen interest in AI-driven business growth and the role of technology in accelerating business scalability and efficiency. He is a frequent collaborator with organizations to integrate AI and automation into their operations. He enhances business decision-making and market positioning. Another thing to say about Mr. Sam tonight is, at his core, he is passionate about building wealth through informed financial choices, whether it is through trading, investing, helping businesses scale effectively. He is your go-to person. So, without further ado, Mr. Sam, we welcome you to the Skills Mindset Masterclass for March 2025. How are you today, sir? You're muted. I will unmute you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Every time I listen to my own profile, I'm always like, this is a lot. But it's like, when you look back at, I think that's part of the whole struggle. That's the reality. That's what a lot of people drive themselves through. And even before I start this presentation, I think something else dropped in my mind. And what I want to say is, throughout my career, and I'm sure for other people, we've learned to reinvent ourselves.
That's right.
And what that really means is that, when things like AI come into play, some people try and resist it. And some people realize that you can use it. You can take AI, add it to what you have, reinvent yourself, and keep on moving. And that's the way life is. There's a saying that if life throws you lemons, what do?
Make lemonade out of it.
And make lemonade. Don't complain. Make lemonade. Put it in the fridge. Make it cool. Drink it and enjoy it. Right? So that's the way we need to look at AI as well. Because I know, especially when I listen to people that are probably above the age of 40, they start saying it's going to take away our job. It's this, it's that. And I get the fear, but embrace it. Just use it. It's a tool to be used, right? So I want to start with that. I think my opening statement is, please, if you're watching this, my ask of you, because I want you to do something for me, and that is to have an open mind. Just listen to what I'm going to say. Don't judge yet. Don't close on it. Don't open. Just listen. Take some notes, and at the end, if you like what you hear, take action. If you don't like, you can exit. But please, in the next 40 minutes, 30 minutes, just open your mind. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take us on a journey with AI. I will not pick on any one thing unless I'm asked a question. And that's because AI is so broad that we can go that way, that way, that way. And even if I try to just treat one topic, it would take me 12, 24 hours to address properly. So we've got 40 minutes and I want to cut across. But what I want to look at in AI is how AI can actually help you with your marketing, right?
Right.
So when I say marketing, I want you to think about from the basics. So I have a job and I want to go up the ladder. I'm going to show a presentation, right? But I want you to just think with me. Even if you're looking at a promotion, for that promotion, that promotions are not based on how good you are or how much work you've done. You want to remember that part of a promotion or you being hired is how visible you are. That's your digital print, what people can see of you, and who is seeing and thinks what you're doing is important, right? So AI will always help you to scale your presence. So we can be here. You could be in any part of the world now. We could speak. We could put this on different streams. And by the way, even this platform we're using, You can call it a name. You can call it StreamYard. It has AI underlines. It's
Okay,
AI.
that's right.
So we're here. You might be 5,000 miles away, but we're speaking in real time. So with your profile, you want to make sure that you are consistently visible to the right people, because you could be visible to people that can give you a thumbs up, but cannot promote you, cannot put in a good word, cannot hire. You don't want that. Those people are good, but if you're looking to go up the ladder, you want people that can hire you, can influence your hiring, or can actually do something measurable. And AI does this. But the same way it does it with your job and career, it can do it with a product or a service. So you can say, well, I'm not working, but I sell this or that. AI can also be used as that platform to scale.
That's
Meaning,
right.
you may have 500 people in your network, but if we apply AI, we can make sure that 50 million people see it, right? And with the AI, not only 50 million, but we can try and target the people that normally buy what you have, right? And we can do that through what we call A/B split testing. Just test to see the response, and then we know where to target. Okay,
Right.
so with your job, AI can help you. With the small business, AI can help you. And just from last year, I created an AI game that can help any parent. In fact, I called it Parents App. It was to help parents teach their children anything in maths. So even if you don't know anything in math, all you know is 1 + 1. If I give you this app and your child brings any work from, just put it in that, it will make everything clear. So you can tell your child, go and eat food. By the time they come out from the food, it's giving you the answers. They give the children, all right, it has taught you, and you can literally copy it and teach your children. Right? So that's AI. So AI is a friend. It can teach you math. It can teach you any language, geography, French. It can help you with your job, can help with your marketing, can help you with your scaling. Right? So with that in mind, I will now start
your presentation.
Yeah, because I just wanted to give you some sort of inroad.
Right. Thank you so much for that intro. So that is very, very educational. That's very intuitive as well. But I know you did speak on a few things about how people think AI is here to take my job, how AI is here to bring a lot of destabilization to lives, really, I would say, because things were working perfect before AI came into perspective. And there are a lot of ethical biases against AI that people just feel we don't need this because it's controlling our lives. We're looking at areas such as you're looking for a flight ticket. And why you're searching for a flight ticket? Because you've been searching so many times over. AI has been programmed so much that the algorithms start putting the ticket prices up on the specific platforms. So the more AI has its benefits, people are also fearful of adapting it because it causes a lot of life disruptions. So I want to just, before you share your presentation, I just wanted you to cast a bit more light on those areas and the biases that people have on AI. Because being honest with you, if we're being factual, AI is displacing a lot of people from their employment. Because yes, if you're not skilled in that certain area, a lot of systems are not being automated anyway. And people are pretty much being pushed out of their jobs because there's a replacement for them. You get into, sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
That's okay. That's children for you. You see, that's children. Everybody loves, anyone who doesn't have children, right? I don't know. There's these children are these special people. They don't regard your rules. You are not. You are daddy, and I will talk to you. Right? So
my dog was locked. She just barged in and started talking about Easter bunnies in school, and I'm like, goodness me, man. Okay.
That's children for you, man. That's children.
Apologies for the disruption, though. So yes. So what do you think about the downsides before you share your presentation? I just wanted us to kind of balance that up a little bit because yes, we've spoken so much about the advantages of of AI and how, being honest, if you hear reduces a lot of risk. I mean, I work in IT myself, and I could tell you, like, artificial intelligence is key, is majorly the bedrock of most things these days, and it's changed a lot of things. I mean, it's helped organizations become better. It's helped process become better. It's helped systems become better and faster as well. A lot of things that are being done are more quicker pace with AI. But also, when we're looking at the place of job displacement, we're looking at the biases that people have. People are thinking about data privacy. You know, some people are thinking about what about our brains as well as human beings? Because being honest with you, AI does everything. You could just plug into any AI platform and just say to him, I want you to create a document for me. I want you to create my presentation. I want you to write my coursework. I want you to write my dissertation, 10,000 words. And he pretty much writes it in 5 minutes. You spend 30 minutes editing it, and it's all good to go. And some people even tell you, oh, yeah, after writing that, so that they don't find it out, go and put it on rewrite. It will still rewrite for you. So what does that do to our brains, you know, and our development as individuals?
Let's have fun. Let's have fun. All right. So a lot of the things you said, you've just spoken about, I'm going to try and tell stories for every single one. So I am from Lagos Island. Do you know Lagos Island? Do you know the island?
Yes, sir. I know the island, sir.
Okay, you know the island. Okay, do you know Echo Bridge?
Yes.
Okay. Now, that bridge connects the mainland and the island, right?
That's right, sir.
Okay. How would you like it if I told you that in the 1960s, early 1960s, before I was born, the 1950s, 1940s, 1930s, 1920s, 1910, 1880s, all of that time, my great-grandfather bought most of that land, and that's where he built most of his properties, and that's where my great-grandfather lived, my great-grandmother, my grandfather, my grandmother, my father was born there, and in fact, my eldest brother was born there. Wow. But come modernization, somebody said, well, there's only one bridge between the mainland and the island, Qatar Bridge. So it's not enough. We need to build a second bridge. And when they built that second bridge, they just destroyed our houses. They destroyed 98% of our, because they were all in a row, all destroyed. Right? So I can say Echo Bridge came to destroy our places. The federal government, we hate them. Let's burn it down. But
I get your analogy. Makes sense.
At the same time, what the government did, they said, well, everyone that's been displaced, we're going to move you to Shita. Shita, that's why it's in Shita and Onigbanjo. And they said, and if they move you there, it will be absolutely free. Just move there. Or they can give you some money and you add a bit more money for yourself, and then you can buy land in New Lagos, which is Bode Thomas, Adelabu, Adenirongusaya. So some people said, I don't want anything. I'm resisting change. And they live on the 4th floor somewhere in Onigbanjo or Shita. And you know how that place is. And some other people said, well, you know what? It's another opportunity. Let me add a bit more money onto it. And they bought a full plot, 650 square foot on Bode Thomas, which is worth hundreds of millions now. So what I'm really trying to say is that there will always be change.
That's right.
Right? But when it comes, we have to learn to embrace it and to see something good out of it. So that's the first thing I was going to say. The second thing I was going to say, right, because you spoke about, and you're rightly so, the ethics. You spoke about people cheating in exams, putting questions into chats and then giving out the answers. But when you said it, I remember that when we went to class in university, because my first university was University of Lagos. That's my first. I went to 2 universities. That's the first one. When we went there, we had nothing in our heads. All we did was pass WAEC and pass JAM. Everything we learned was from the textbooks and from the lecturer's notes. So we took that information, wrote it down, just repeated it in the exams. That's all. Whereas in this day of AI, what's going on is you're asking the lecturer and the library, in quotes, to give you the answers. And rather than you spending 7 hours in the library reading and researching like an EFICO, is giving you the answer in 5 minutes. But that gives you 6 hours plus to actually develop that answer even better. Because with AI, no matter what it gives me, I question it and it says, oh, I didn't think. He says, that's a good point, Sam. Let's change this. That's a good point, Sam. Let's change it. Everything I get of AI, I task it. I tell it, for example, I put this in ChatGPT. It said this. I said, Gemini, I gave this to ChatGPT, and I don't think this answer is good enough. Can you give me a superior answer? Gemini tries to give me an answer. I take it from Gemini and say, right, ChatGPT, Gemini gave me this. What do you think of it? It's not good. And it keeps on battling. But as it's battling, I'm thinking, I'm observing its thought pattern. It's making me even more intelligent. It's like, because I can see the changes it's making. I say, wow. So it changes from that. I'm looking at the hyper thinking. That's learning. So I am learning to discern even faster because I have a ready-made body kit. I've got a study partner. To me, the AI is my study partner. It's not cheating. It's like, ask it the question. We can multitask. You do that piece of research. I'll do this piece of research. I'll find the questions. You do the answers. I'll read the answers and I'll question you on it. And I find that there is no AI that has given me a first answer that I accept. Even when I plug it from AI into Microsoft Azure, and that's for backend cybersecurity. Even when I plug it in there, I still question it. So you would find that most people that really know how to use AI, they question it. Whether it's images or it's integrations, you will question it. And you find that as you question it, AI changes its answer. So the question is, if the answer was so correct, why is it when you question it, it changes the answer? Because it realizes, because it realizes that there are options, that it's just giving you its first answer. If you place a greater demand on it because you can think, it will change the answer. So it's telling you that there's still a very high level of engagement with AI, and I enjoy it. I just take it like a classroom of friends, and we're just battling out to get the best answer.
Right. Thank you so much for that. So definitely, from what you're saying, pretty much is about our approach to using it. So it's more about embracing the change and actually adapting it to our daily lives rather than turning it out and saying it's a no thing. Because being honest with you, at some point in time in my life, I wasn't loving AI, even though I work in technology myself, because I was more like, it would make me redundant. Not really like take my job away from me, but it would make my brain not function as it would normally function. But one thing I'm taking away from what you're saying today is it depends on the way you're using it. So you're not using it as the end product. It's pretty much using it as a means to an end. And
I love
pretty
that.
much using
You just nailed it. You just gave me another thought there. I am using it as a means to an end and not an end. That is the goal. You just struck gold. It is not the end product. It's just helping me to scale.
Right.
Even with AI, let's go a bit deeper into this. So put on the AI video and say, let's have a conversation. AI says, sure. And I just start conversing. What do you think about what Keir Starmer said? Read the news. Go check it out. They read it. They tell me what they thought. And I said, no, I think this. This is a good point, Sam. And we just banter it out and we come to a conclusion. So it's like having a group of friends, but these friends can't steal. They can't eat your food, can't drink your drinks, can't become a nusuance. You just talk to them and when you're finished, you just shut them off. And then there was another thing you mentioned about ethics. Which is that's really important, because the issue of maybe AI unknowingly stealing people's work and using it, right? Yeah. And that's a good one. But you see, even on that, can we agree that it is not so much that AI is stealing it? It is that people are programmed in AI, and that's how they're using it. I'm going to go back to Nigeria, right? Because I love that country. In the 80s, I remember, anytime there was a need for corruption and money was stolen, all you'd hear is that there's a fire in that building. That there was a building called Nitel. See, Nitel is on fire. When it's on fire, that means all the files, the invoices, everything's gone. Or a snake swallowed the money, right? So today, it is this. You see, what drove those statements was unethical people that were stealing. So those same people are still around, and they will still try to use AI unethically.
Right.
Today on the news, I don't know if you saw it. Just today, there was a reporter from I think Sky News. She went to America and she asked a 50-year-old Republican lady a question. I've got it in my WhatsApp, and she turned on her and said, "What's that accent?" British, she said, go back to your country. Don't talk about Trump. Go to your country. You know, and this is not so much about was she rude or not. It's about that person's ethics.
That's right.
Right. So when you have unethical people that want to be rude and drive, that's what happens. In Nigeria, we had it the other day. We had one lady that went to the house and she told a senator to shut up. The senator told her back to shut up. Once again, it's people that have ethical issues and they just portray it through the AI.
Right. So not the system itself.
Yeah, so it's not the system, it's the people behind it. And whether it's through AI or it's through anything else, people can lay the blame on AI on social media, but that's not the real cause. The real cause of that effect is that you have people that have biased opinions that are expressing their biases through technology.
Right. Thank you so much for that. So I'll let you carry on with your presentation now, but for later on, I think you should just place this in the backlog somewhere, that in what area, how do we then bring in checks and balances into this? Because as much as we love AI and what AI does in our individual lives and our lives in politics, in our communities, in businesses and scalability and all that stuff, then people using it and the ethical biases that we're talking about and people's DLs and all that stuff, then how do we then check and balance at some point? So that's for the backlogs anyway. So I'll let you do your presentation for that.
Do you know, I love it. And you're asking the right questions. And do you know, this is part of the whole AI. But once again, those checks and balances will be done by people. The only people that can steal your data is not really AI. AI cannot misuse it. It is people that will try to unethically retrieve your data, use your data unethically. So on one hand, the conversation is pointing at AI, but I'm saying we're pointing at the wrong culprits. AI isn't guilty. It's people. But because they're not willing to chase those people, they're willing to chase a convenient scapegoat. Say, all right, something got missing here. How many people in the room? There was a black boy in the room. Maybe it was him. He's convenient. Take him. In this day and age, what went wrong? Oh, blame AI. It's the same bias. You remember, there were 10 people in the room. There was a black boy. He stole it. Why? He's an easy prey. So we have to realize that we're being played by a system when we say AI. It's the same system that played the little black boy. It's the same system that's playing AI. But you need to recognize when you're being used as a puppet, because what we're getting here is puppet and puppet master. The masters are saying, look, it was them. It wasn't. It's not AI. We're not fooled. It's people. But yeah, let's dive into this because we've got about 15 minutes left.
Yes, sir. I'll let you carry on. You have up until 8:55. So yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay. All right. So guys, everyone, thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Anything you want to ask, just drop it in the box. I'm going to whiz through some of these bits so that we can actually redeem our time. What I've brought to the house is a system where everyone that has come through my classes that has taken this series has made money in 90 days using AI and marketing. So I just want to show you some things on it. And by my name, it says GTM architect. That means go-to-market architect, meaning when I work with government or corporates, I help take products from, products that are behind bottlenecks, take them straight through to market. So there's a success and business strategist. So if you're in this room and you're seeking additional income, you're in the right room. If you're curious about AI, you're in the right room. If you desire guidance, you're in the right room. And like it says at the bottom there, AI is not replacing you, but somebody using AI will replace you. That's the mindset I want people to remember. Please, it is the guy that uses the AI, not the AI itself. Okay? All right, I'm going to jump through because of time. So that's me. Late last year, I like this picture because late last year I was invited to speak about AI in the presidency in Nigeria. That was just in November. That's about 5 months ago, and that was at the Nigeria Diaspora Summit, presidency Abuja, and I spoke so well on the topic, so much passion that I was invited to speak again this year, November, and to be the technology lead. So it means that there's some things that I'm saying everywhere I go that people like, and I hope that today, as you're listening to me, you will like what I'm saying as well. I've been given many awards. I've published more than one book. This one was 37 Business Thoughts, and I'm an AI marketing specialist. Right. So when people say things like they're not making money from AI, the first thing that I've noticed is that they are timid when it comes to technology. They're like, oh no, this won't work. How can you connect Zoom with this? Where is the button? Oh, can Zoom really do this? And this is just Zoom. Can it really do this or that? Or can StreamYard do this or that? Should people pay money into the bank? Why is it going through automations like Stripe? Oh, why do I need a digital product? Do I have to record it? Can't I just talk to them? People are resisting technology rather than embracing it. Record it so that you can sleep and you can make money. The second reason is that they don't have a strategy. It's more like, by the grace of God, by the special grace of God, which is great because I'm a product of the grace of God. But the grace of God also tells us that you need wisdom, and wisdom is strategy. So it means that when you want to go ahead, you need to apply wisdom as well. And if you don't have a clear wisdom or if you don't have clear strategy, you're going to dissipate energy without much result, or you won't even dissipate energy and no result. So ultimately, if you want to make money from AI, firstly, do not be timid about technology, and we can take you through that, especially if you're over 40, over 45. And then 2, if you don't have a strategy, we'll help you create one. And then 3, which is really important, if you don't have a community that are going the same way, it's very easy for you to give up and say, well, I've tried this thing for 4 days, it's not working. Let me just drop it and go and, fry some meat to eat some rice or something. But if you have a community that you have common goals together that are applying pressure to you, you find out that even the most common roadblocks, you will overcome them collectively as a community.
Yeah, so I was just going to say your slide's not moving, so you probably need to click on slideshow. No, it's not moving yet. So you need to click on slideshow at the top, the button.
All right, let's do this. Is it moving now?
No, it's not moving yet. So I think you need to click on the slideshow button. Maybe press F5 on your keyboard or something to start the slideshow.
Okay. Anything changed there?
Nothing's changing yet. I can remove it and hide it back.
All right, let's take it off. That's a shame.
No, it's fine. You can hide it back. It should work. It shouldn't be a problem at all.
Okay, let's see.
I know you were speaking for it, but I think one of the audiences realized that it wasn't moving.
Okay.
So once you've uploaded it, I'll hide it back to the stage and we should be good to go.
Okay.
Yes. That is amazing, bro.
Yeah. Let me know when you've
not uploaded it back. You need to upload it back to.
Okay, just hold on. Let me do that.
Yeah, that was quite educational as well, about your speech in Lagos and talking about AI, using AI for marketing and monetizing it as well. That is a whole lot, and there's a lot for people to learn from as well. And
let's do it this way. So, okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see it. So if you just go through it, you can make it a big screen or something. Just press. I'm sure you know how to use this anyway. I'm
conscious that if I make it a big screen, maybe that's when people can't see. Is it changing now?
It's changing now, yeah. But if you make it a bigger screen, just press the slideshow right at the top. We should still say.
Let's see if it does it. Okay. So what can you see now?
I think it's opening on a different page. That's the reason why. So it's fine. It's probably it's fine, but it's fine. Just continue. Just keep scrolling through. Scroll through again, and let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens when we go on this one. Did it change just now?
It's not changing again. I'll let you go back to what you were doing before, and we just use your screen.
Let's just do it the other way. Yeah, let's do it the other way.
I think that'll be better.
Okay, and then what will happen is that anyone that wants any of this content, I can make it available as well. So I'm just gonna let me just put it up.
Yeah,
this way. Right. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, so
all right. It might be.
Just this way. That's fine. Go on.
Yeah, it might be small, but guys, these were the 3 things I was referring to: technology intimidation, no clear strategy, and lack of community. That's that there. That was the picture before I spoke about me, and I'm going to keep on moving forward. So now we've got to 90-day AI profit path, right? So with marketing, I'm gonna teach this in very simple terms. Most of us know we have 5 senses, and most of us know that there are even proverbs that talk about our senses. Like you hear things people say, they'll say, Oju lorowa. So if you don't understand what that means, it means it is when I see you with my eyes and I see your eyes, that's when we can really strike a deal. That's when we can really have a deep conversation. If I need to see you, I don't want to hear from you. I want to see you. Right. And the reason why I'm bringing this in is that in the 5 senses we have, there's a sense of sight. And that is why TV or Netflix or video seems to pull more emotions out of people than just radio, because radio is you hear it, but when you can hear and see, it puts a greater belief in your heart.
Brings the closure.
Yeah. So when we talk about 90 days AI profit path, right, we're referring to creating things that people can see in their marketing, they can hear, and they can emotionally buy in, and they believe, as in, right, this is it. I've seen it, I believe it. And that's why in the early days, when we were creating these agentic AI tools in the beginning, this was sometime last year, and you would hear them say, oh, Donald Trump did this or Obama did that. People were not able to tell the difference. Even some people can't tell the difference now between AI and what somebody really said. That's why there was a lot of deception on it, because people believe what they see. So that is a subliminal marketing tool. It doesn't matter what happens. If people see things, they tend to believe it. So if you want to market to people, you want to advertise to people, the best way is always via television, Netflix, or in this day and age, you create AIs that are visuals, right? So I'm going to press a bit more on this because it's really important. It's very foundational, because once you understand the value of this, you'll be begging me for this. Do you realize that you would always find that there was a man or a woman that you know that had a first degree, second degree, PhD, professor, and then you find out how much they're earning, and you hear them say they earn £80,000 a year or less, and then there'll be someone that didn't get anything in school, right? They didn't get anything, didn't even get 1 O level, but they've gone on to I can't remember all those. There's these platforms, and then they say, if you want to see me naked, pay $5.
Yeah, there's what's it called? OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yes. OnlyFans. Okay. So then you hear this person, Mr. PhD, got 80,000 a year. Miss OnlyFans took off her clothes for you to see, marketing, and she made 2 million a year. So
Right.
what's going on? What's going on? And this is where people need to make the connect. People are moved to buy by what they see.
That's right.
They saw her, yeah, Kim Kardashian, we want to look. And then let's even move away from that. You say, well, I want to move from here down the road 10 miles. If I walk, I'll be tired. I want a car. You can buy a car for £2,000, or you can buy a car for £50,000. The £2,000 car will get you there. The £50,000 car will get you there. But the £50,000 car, when you're going down the road, everyone's going to look at you. They're going to look at your tires, look at your wheels, smile at you, wink at you. And then the £50,000 that you could have invested, you take out and you put it into a car. Because people see the car and you see the car and it looks good.
That's right.
So it's marketing. People buy what they want to see. Right? So that said, when we move into profitable AI, everything AI has to be super sexy. If you do not believe in creating fantastic images, AI marketing won't work for you. Right. And what we do here, the first thing that we do here is we teach you how to create incredible images that make people go, wow. Because when people see what they like, they're more inclined to buy off you. So the first thing we do is create incredible images with AI. And AI is moving so fast with this image creation. Something just launched yesterday, Gemini 2.5, and something in ChatGPT. They're just going crazy. They're beating Canva at it. It's just going mad, right? Then the second part is when we've created these things, we need to start to monetize. Because in all the creation that is nice, people have bills to pay. You've got mortgage, you've got rent, you've got somebody asking you to give them money, you want to spend money, so you need to monetize. So before we can monetize, we need to make something that people want to see. And then secondly, we start to create very, very subtle systems, low-hanging fruit systems that people can actually sit on and say, do you know what? I want to buy this. For people to buy it, even if you're sitting down in Africa, right? How you can sell to people here in Europe or in America, and you can still earn dollars while you're in Africa. We have AI systems to do this. In fact, I have a whole class that I'm just launching on how people can just tap into the global markets, position themselves, and start making money.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then the third level is how to launch launch smart. So it's how to launch in the next up to 45 days. And with that, there's something called faceless videos is one of the options. Now, when I say faceless, let me say exactly what I mean. So you have this great concept and you want to explain it to people, you want people to buy, and you can do it better than this other guy. There's another guy, let's call this guy in America Joe. Joe can do it, and your name is, let's call you Adi, and you're in Nigeria. You can do what Joe can do, and you can do it better. But you know that if you go to the people that have the money who are in America or in Europe, they may not understand your accent. They may not like your accent. They may understand it, but they may not like it. They may not like your accent. They may not like the way you look, the way you sound, and for that reason, they think, well, good luck, but I'll buy off Joe in America.
Yeah, they won't buy. Yeah, that's right.
So to remove that bias in the market, that bias, we enter into what we call faceless marketing. That means when you market, nobody sees anybody's face. And what makes it even better, nobody hears your voice. Meaning, you will speak with your accent as deep as you want it to be. You give it to the AI, and AI will change you from your deep accent to an American accent or to a British accent. And you're not cheating anybody. You have generated that voice yourself. You own the voice. And then the image you put there, you've generated the image, you own the image.
That's right.
The product you're selling is true. So you're selling, I don't know, orange juice, and so is Joe. So now you can sell that orange juice, you sounding like anybody else in America or anybody in England, and you can look like them, and you can take it to market. And in that market, the market are none the wiser. They see it, they like the product, and they just click buy. £4, £4, £4. You sell 15 a day at £4. That's £200. £200. You've made 400. You've made 400,000 naira in one day from those sales. This is what we're talking about. So we can launch you smart, even using just faceless products. And there's much more to this, but I wanted to take you through point 1, point 2, point 3, how it works. It's that simple. And people might be asking, for example, where do we get these products from? That might be the question at hand. Where are the products coming from? And the products can be as simple as you going to Etsy or going to TikTok or going anywhere else and just reselling. You can resell the same way they're reselling, and no one's going to know the difference. But the bottom line is that money coming to you and to your family
rather than going to
where you are. Yeah, so that's it there. So moving on quickly. So in this faceless, people might think, how does it work? You know, I go a bit deeper. And this is where our first conversation came in. You can tell AI, write me a script, and it will write whatever you want it to. But the more creative, you see, the reason why you know you can sell better than Joe, because you have a better idea. So even if AI says an idea, you say no. You would tell AI your idea. AI will take your idea, embrace it, you know, correct your grammar, improve this the flow, and there are other marketing tactics that we will give you to instruct the AI with, and the AI will start to do some things that are very, very subliminal market to make your words just come alive, and people just love it. Then you take it when you like it, and then you give it to the AI voice, and then the voice changes from Ade's voice in Ibadan to Tony in LA, right? And then we then take that, and then we bring about we create the images, and then we bring about the video, so it all comes alive. So it sounds like Tony is in America, and he's offering this product and people are none the wiser. That is how faceless works, right? That's just an overview of it, but that is pretty much how faceless marketing works. And that is what we have been doing for our clients. And that's what we can do for you as well. Okay. So let me move on to the next slide. By the way, if you've got questions, just shoot them out. I'm happy to ask. I know that we haven't got all the time in the world, but I can answer some questions. So now the next thing I want to look at is AI-powered products, right? So things like CRM systems. So people say, oh, we want to use this system. But a lot of people, where you are, you can actually create systems. You can say, well, this system that they're selling in the market is good, but it doesn't work for us in our culture where we are. With AI, if you understand the problem and we can work backward, it's called reverse engineering. We just reverse engineer from the problem. We can work backwards and we can have a flow of how to develop a solution that can bring about a great financial prosperity to you. But more importantly, it brings about a painless solution to your audience. You put that in place with AI, it's going to scale. I want to say something about this, why this is important. So people that are not maybe not in the West may not appreciate this, but many years ago, well, not many, even up to the last couple of years, if you went to a shop like a Tesco, you could use a loyalty card, or to a Nando's, use a loyalty card, just keep on adding on your points, and they could send you letters or reminders, and they could prompt you to keep on shopping with them. Now, those type of tools, they were very, very, they're over £150,000 to create, $200,000. So many small businesses that would want to do the same thing couldn't afford it. But I can tell you now, with AI, with some of my partners, we've built a CRM system and we've dropped the price all the way down to as little as recurring £200 a month. A system that was £200,000. We've brought it down to £200 a month, and it is absolutely blowing up the whole place, right? So where you are, you can have an innovative idea. The cost of putting your idea together has dropped with AI. Come to our classes, we will show you how you can put it together. And you know the other thing, when you listen to my introduction, they mention finance as well. So if you really have an innovative idea that can be sold and there's a market demand for it, there's a very good chance we can get you finance. I don't mean an idea that hasn't been tested. No. If you have an idea that it works, people are buying it, but you cannot scale it because you haven't got the money. If you have that, come to us again. We can help you with that. So those are CRM. That's an example of a CRM system. In the beginning, I spoke about educational. I spoke about an app, an AI tool we made that could actually help parents teach math, anything to do with research, marketing, printable art. Even in this finance, we have the AI tools. In fact, if I tell you that we put together a tool, I don't even want to tell you guys. These tools are just crazy. There's nothing you cannot do with AI in finance, energy, and agriculture. But if you have these things, or if you're thinking along these lines, this is why you want to come into these kind of communities and start to think along. And pretty much so, if it works, there's a good chance that you might be able to get finance.
You can give us a few tips, sir. That'll be good.
Okay. No, you know what? Let me tell you what the tips are. The tips are, right. If you're all right. Number one, always focus on the problem. That problem that other businesses have. If you focus on the problem that other businesses have, and I'll give an example now. This one has been partially solved, but in this country, the Nigerian High Commission in the UK was so bad. If you wanted to get a passport, it could take you 6 weeks or 4 months. It was just like, are these people real? You know, they said they have to pick up a bag, manually put it in the car, manually drive to the airport, manually. He's like, what is going on? And it's only of late that they've embraced some tech and some AI to make this thing seamless and, you know, to get these things coming out faster.
Quite impressive. It takes about 2 days now. 3 days.
Yeah. And that's because they've embraced this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was one problem, and whoever put that solution together, he's probably retired. That's it. He's made his big one.
It's more for life. Yes.
Yeah. So somebody might be listening to this, and you may have a concept. Bring that concept. Let's see, because there's many concepts that we have that we say, well, this is working for us, it's good. But some concepts are so big they can just retire you. Many concepts are middle concepts. They're really good. You're eating, you're drinking, you're investing. Fantastic. But some of them are so big that they just retire. If you do a retirement one, that's it. So always open your mind. Any concept you have, you need to learn how to present it in under 2 minutes. Because another problem people have is rambling on. I want to tell you something, and nobody has time to hear. You have to be concise. That's part of why some of these programs really work. They teach you how to get to the point. And it's not just Africans. Some people from Eastern Europe sent me something. You just reply. Who's going to read all of this? Make it concise.
Elevator pitch.
Yeah, a lot of people have to really know how to make things concise so people can get interest in it, right? So that's part of it. But if you've got a concept, you can make it concise, bring it along, especially with AI, because AI, you see, the reason why people are buying AI is because it saves money. There's too many examples I can give. There's too many examples I can give.
Go on with the presentation, sir. Yes, go on, sir.
I think that's it, because there's just too many. So look, you can use it for video capturing, so everything to do with your social media. Let me give an example. So I try and stop and start. Do you know that any website in the world, if you like any website in the world, not only can it be copied in minutes, so someone can spend £20,000 to build a website. In 20 minutes, we can copy it. But then after copying the front, there's something else that needs to be copied. It is, how is it ranking in the world of Google? There are AI tools that will bring out all the keywords, all the long tail, everything you need. So you can actually duplicate someone else's investment of 20K. You can duplicate it with £2,000-3,000. So you can save 90% of the cost. And there's nothing illegal there because you're using AI. It's not just the site, but you're also getting the ranking. That's the other bit. You can get a site that doesn't rank. It must rank. It has to have the keywords. All those things can be done like that. Yeah. So without going too deep, that's another one. And then, so these are some people. You're welcome to come and meet them with me. A lot of these things are on my website. I have videos. I'll just click on them. You see people's testimonies as well. People are making money. Tony Daniel making money. 90 days. Femi Ashabi making money. And this other than Derek Williams making money. So real people, real results. And then people, I spoke about the barriers earlier. I'm afraid of technology. I don't have technical skills. I don't have time to learn something new. I've tried things before. I failed. All those things you don't want. You want to get rid of that mindset. Just before I did this presentation, I was on one of my students' presentation. She's just launched a whole counseling service online. Brilliant woman. Brilliant NHS senior woman. What we digitalized and we put AI into it for her. She's amazed, but it's going places. I know the other people, they were shocked at how it happened, but we've just built it for her. Right? So it doesn't matter who you are or what your age is. She is going to turn 55 in a few weeks. We did it for her. If she can do it, you can as well. All right? So live demo, let me skip through, and then I have a challenge.
I think you should go back to slide 11, because I saw something that's quite important. A lot of people use that ChatGPT, and I think you should speak on this a bit. Yeah.
Okay. So ChatGPT, right? So ChatGPT is phenomenal. ChatGPT sits on OpenAI. Now, even if you have the free version, it is still a beast. What differentiates the free version from the paid version is your ability to prompt. If you prompt the free version really well, it will give you answers almost as good as the paid version 80-90% of the time. The only difference is that when it's free, it will limit the speed and limit the access. So you cannot use it as you want. It will slow down because you're not paying. And if you don't prompt it correctly, it won't give you the best answers. Whereas with the paid versions, you can use it much more. And with the paid version, you find that you can banter more with OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, the free one, is I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. It cannot do everything, but it can do so much. It can do so much. Yeah. But I would say that for people that really want to scale their lives or scale something, the beauty of ChatGPT is that you can just pay for a month, £20, which is 3 McDonald's, £20, and then in that month, everything you want to do, or 1 plate of rice, like 825 rice and chicken, 825, £20, right? So you can leverage it for a month. You can get a lot done, and then if you want to switch it off. For people like me, you can imagine I just have subscriptions. I just have different subscriptions, and all of them work fine for me because they all bring profits.
So spending money to get money.
Yeah, so you have to spend it because what we're doing, we're paying for somebody else's brain power. And when you think of it, who can you get for £20 a month? You can't even get for £20 an hour. No. So if you look at the value, except you don't know what to do with it, then if you don't know what to do with it, then it's not your time yet. When you know what to do with it, then it's your time, then you use it. But other than that, if you don't know what to do, don't pay, because it will have no use. But the moment you're on a journey, you have a goal, like, financial freedom, you want to be free, you want to earn, you want to stay at work and have another business that gives you £5,000, or even gives you £1,000 extra a month, then you want to get these things. And when you think of it, ChatGPT, £20, maybe 2 or 3 other ones, £20, £40, you're paying out £100, £150, and you're making £1,000. What else is that?
That is more like almost 1,000% turnover.
That's it. So those are the kind of things that you want to think about. That if you get this in, then and that's what this whole community is about. That's what we're doing constantly, So ChatGPT, the free one, please play with it, and there's a lot that you can do with it. You can generate scripts, you can do any kind of digital creations, and you can ask it really good questions, and it will answer you. Okay, so I also have a challenge. I have a challenge. I have a group. I always invite people to the group. Come along. Every day we have AI tasks. We have guidance. We get people that think they can't do it. Once you're part of the group, you start to feel accountable. You start to know you're not alone. You start to ginger on it. You will move along. You will make progress. And most people that join the 60-day challenge in the last 2 weeks start to sell. So we're saying next week is April. People that join April. So by the end of May, we're saying before they start to sell. People that are dead serious, because it's not that hard. You just need to be serious. You can create these things, and you can create a shop, and you can sell, because everybody knows people, and people buy things. So you can always sell. There's people to sell to. But if you notice, for most people in the community, what you do is you buy. You hardly sell. But people that are rich, they sell. People that are comfortable, you buy. I've got a salary, I buy. But no, if you want to be rich, you have to sell. You will buy as well, but you have to sell. Make it a habit to sell. So part of what we're teaching people is make it a habit to sell. Because if you're not selling, you can't make money.
Yeah, so if you have a link to the group, can you post it in the chat as well, or you can send it over to
I will. Yeah. So that's that. So I'm just conscious of time. So
no, it's fine. Go ahead. Just spend a few 5-10 minutes. Should be fine.
Okay. So a few more bonuses. What I'll point out is the first 20 people, if you want to register with me, you will also receive one of my AI prompt libraries. And what that really means is that these are prompts that I've written them in such a way that when you use them, you'll be shocked at the outcome. You'll be like, whoa. So you won't just play about and say, how does this thing work? They're tested prompts that I've used for bigger companies. I've been paid for it. I've come out, I've taken the prompts, I've modified them, and then I'm selling them because they're tested and they worked. I can't mention the company's names, but I can tell you that they worked for those companies in this country.
It's proven.
Right? And then then I think the last page has got my details here. You can screenshot that. You can follow me on LinkedIn. If you're not even going to buy, follow me on LinkedIn. Watch what I post on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where the AI conversation is. There's LinkedIn, Instagram. I talk about LinkedIn. I talk about AI a bit. I talk about trading, business. My websites, there are links on AI. I have a specific AI Academy one, but I thought this one will be better because it talks about AI and marketing as well. So you get a wider picture. And that email comes straight through to my phone. So if you email me on that, I will see it. I see all my emails and I try and reply to everybody in 2 days. So that is a great email right there.
Right.
In the
Thank
chat,
you.
I'm going to share. I'm going to share a link. I'm going to share a link to. There's a course that I always run. There's a course I run, but I'm going to do something. Make it even easier for people. I'm going to put it in the chat first. So let me put in the chat. So that course that I put there, so that is the combination of AI and digital, right? So those are some of my digital products, AI products all together in one. It's an 8-week course. Anyone that comes from here, the course is, I think it's £597, something like that. But if you've come from this skills mind and you're interested in it, what you want to do is shoot me an email. I'm gonna put that email here again. And if you shoot me an email, I'm gonna give you. I just thought of it now. I wasn't gonna give any deal. I just thought, the way I was asking this question, I thought maybe if there are people that are curious,
people might be interested. So and because this stream is rewatched as well, so people might be able to pick it from there and come back to you. So it's a good platform.
Send me an email there, and what I'll do is I'm gonna break that course fee down, meaning I'm gonna give you a ridiculous price below £100 to come on board. If you like it and you stay from here, I'll do this whole course at half price. So it's about £597. If you email me and you like this, all you need to do is pay £97. I'm writing it down. Pay £97 as a deposit for 2 weeks. If you want to stay on, just pay another £200, and that's the whole course. I'll do the whole thing for you, $297. I just thought of that. Normally, I would have created a link, but that's it there. That's my word. So that's just to support this group here, right? And that offers now till first week of April. So by the 8th of April, if you don't want this, is fine. By the 8th of April, if you're not taking it up by the 8th of April, then I'm not honoring this anymore. So at least I'm being recorded. So you can't come at the end of April and say, but you said this, and no. By the 8th of April, 2025. Let me put it there. So which year I'm talking about, right? So take advantage of it. I think it is really good. The content is phenomenal, honestly. And the kind of things that we make, the playbooks, there's so many things I've not even spoken about, things that make people recognize you. You want to create playbooks. You want to create cheat sheets. You want to put it out there. You see, a lot of people that are out there that seem to be legends is because they're creating content.
That's right.
And that's what I do. So every day I get maybe on LinkedIn, in a week, I get maybe like 10 requests every week, 10 requests. Some of them want to sell to me, but a percentage are buying from me. And then it's Facebook, you don't get people following you. And then when they're ready, some people on Facebook, they're there to ask you, please, uncle, can you help me? But some people that are buying from me. So these are market streams. So you want to you want to digitize yourself. You want to create yourself in Word, voice, so people all over the world can share your information and say, oh, there's a man called this. Look at what he wrote. Really, who is he? Let's go and check him out. That's what this is about. The game here is visibility. If people don't see you, they can't buy from you. In the beginning, I said, if they don't see you, they can't buy because they don't know you exist. So you have to make products and push them out. That's how this thing works.
Right. Thank you so much. That's very educational, and thank you for the offer as well of a 50% discount. I mean, you've had it all for people interested in the course. 50% off up until the 8th of April. So you've got a few more days to actually take this on. Well, thank you so much. So that was educational. That was intuitive. We've taken a lot from it. Even myself, I've learned a lot from it as well. So thank you so much, bro. Much appreciated. So questions are kind of coming into. So you've got the first question to say is, what are the key ways AI can identify and unlock new market opportunities? So how would you add to that?
All right. Let me give you that one away. Okay. It's a prompt. Number one, it's a prompt. So you would say, for example, what is the most lucrative sector in the world? And it will tell you. Or if you already have a sector, you say, well, this is my sector. This is what I'm thinking about. What are the 10 most pressing problems in this sector, for example, in this country? Right? So it will come back and say, in this sector, in this country, here are the 10 things that are the biggest problems. And then you take that and then you say, right, of these 10 things, which are the top 10 that create the greatest financial burden? So you need to get more specific, right? And then it comes back and tells you that, okay, in these 10, these ones have the greatest financial burden. Then you turn around and say, in these 10 that have the greatest financial burdens, which ones are the ones that have people or companies or governments that have disposable income, meaning who can pay? And it points out the ones that can pay. Then you say, in these, I like the way you're smiling. Then you say, in these ones that can pay these things, what are their key pain points? And then it starts to tell you. And this is why I say, if you can't think, AI won't give you the answer. You have to banter with it. You have to banter and go deeper and deeper and deeper and say, aha. And then you can take it and then you can put it on another platform and say, hey, Gemini, ChatGPT said this. What do you think? Gemini will now tell you something else and say, all right, bring it out. It's okay. Gemini says this, ChatGPT says this, take it again, put it on another app and say, what do you think? So when you get 3-4 of them correlating, saying the same thing, you can say, right, I want to win. Then you say, right, now I want you to do an A/B split test. In the last 12 months, who has tried to do this and failed? What are the learnings? So you go so deep that at the end of it, when you come out with a solution, people will be like, how did you know this thing? Because you've been able to effectively use that AI to drill. And it's not just one AI platform, right? I've just given you an insight. You can use about 4 or 5 to really drill down so that when you give these presentations, it's compelling. You know, when I say I spoke at the presidency and then he told me to come back immediately, what do you think it was? Do you think that, yeah, I'm smart, but I did my homework. So when I started to deliver, they were like, what? Because you do your homework. And going forward, anything else I do in this country as well, you do your homework. That is how this thing works. But the tip I just gave you, if you can jump on it, it will work for you. If you want hand-holding, you want a community of people, come to us. We'll even dig even deeper with you. But that, honestly, that is an authentic answer. I've told you the 100% truth.
Thank you so much for that. Because I was going to ask you as well. I think what you've said from what I deduct from this is more about knowing what sort of ways to query the system. Because if you can query it the right way, then definitely we get the right answers. Because a lot of people are not sure what sort of questions to ask AI. So they pretty much just put in random texts, and pretty much it's about having a structure in place. So you've kind of done your own assignment first, then you know what you're asking the system to do. Then I think the part I love the most is the area where you said you should do like a little bit of a test, like who has done this in the past 12 months, and I've been successful or failed at it. So it's pretty good. So I think you've answered some of the questions I was going to ask as well. I mean, for a beginner, for people who are just coming into that world of AI as a whole, what sort of tools should they be looking at for starters? I know you did mention ChatGPT, did mention Gemini AI as well. So what sort of tools, which are the simple tools that people can actually use for their day-to-day now in terms of querying?
Yeah. Remember, my bias is always towards marketing and productivity. Other people might have biases other ways. So I always think of what tools can be used mostly in marketing productivity. That's my bias. It doesn't mean the other tools are not good. I'm just biased towards this is my sector. So for me, the number one tool everybody should use is ChatGPT. You just need to know how to use it properly. ChatGPT is OpenAI. OpenAI is the biggest AI platform. I mean, the other day, DeepSeek went to war with them. Yeah, but ChatGPT, the way it's coming back is they're not going to be pushed over. That is a tool that people should really know how to use. And where it says I'm a prompt engineer, my specialty in prompting, I got it from ChatGPT. That's why I really mastered it. And then from there, before I went into anything to do with cybersecurity and Microsoft Azure and the rest, the prompting came from ChatGPT. Then from there, OpenAI. But once I got it there, I kept on using it. And it means, and I'm referring to low code and no code. So you don't need to be techie. You can do no coding or very low coding, and you can still get the same results.
Right. Thank you so much. So you're actually talking about ChatGPT and OpenAI, and probably mentioned Gemini AI as well. So Gemini is really good as well. And so I think these things are quite important for people to know in order to start their journey into the artificial intelligence world, because it's quite important for our day-to-day growth as well, and betterness of our businesses. Because I think from what you've said anyway, you did say something about your bias is majorly towards marketing, which is where the monetization comes into perspective anyway, where people can make money and become better. So you've got another question on the screen, sir. How should companies measure the return on investment of AI? Driven decision making.
I like that question. You know, you can use AI to ask AI how effective it is. That's it. And it will answer, but what will happen is that the comparison will be measured against previous implementations. So how were we measuring our ROI before? This is because then you have to bring in the data and say, well, we spent 1 million on marketing last year and the returns were 4 million. When we're looking at AI now, we're seeing similar returns, but we're looking at huge slashes in costs. When we say huge, we're looking at most companies that I have contracted for, we're looking at 60% reduction. 60. That means you were spending 1 million before, now you're spending 400,000 and you're getting the same results. So that then pushes up the profit margin. So everyone is just quiet on AI. And then remember, where people get scared with this human factor is because if you have one human being and he's on £50,000 salary, that means in reality that company is paying about £70,000, 20,000 tax, 50,000 to him, company tax, and then we can build a agentic AI bot that does everything he does for £3,000, and then this agentic bot doesn't take a break. So whilst you go home at 5 p.m. and say it's closing time, now offices are open 24 hours because the bots will just respond. You can call at 3 a.m. The bot will respond to say, hey, my name's Susie. How are you? Respond to you because they've been programmed with everything from the day staff. So they respond the same thing in the night. And then the price of 50,000 holiday, sick pay, suing you is all gone. No NI, no tax, nothing, no desk, no computer for him. It's just one mainframe. So the return on investment on AI that's why people that use it don't want to hear, because some examples are a bit too extreme, but the reason why the West grew was because the labor force of the West was free. If you know what I mean, the labor force that built the West was 400 years of free. So the next best thing is AI, because once again, you're not paying them anything and you're just getting away with it. That's where you get the most growth, when you can reduce your staff costs and you can scale. So it's not about being afraid of job losses. Just align yourself in. Anyone that comes, for example, on one of these courses, you would find that you're more apt for promotion at work as well because you've upskilled.
You've upskilled. That is good, sir. Thank you so much for that, sir. And I just rephrased what you said earlier. AI is not replacing you. Somebody using AI is the person that will replace you, really. So it's pretty much that. So before you answer the next question, there is someone on the chat that mentioned earlier that they're delivering a similar topic tomorrow at a university. So what tips do you have for that person before we move on to the next question?
What tips do I have for them when they are presenting this type of topic
tomorrow?
Well, first and foremost, good luck. I think you should just go with your strength. If your strength is marketing, if you're free to actually leverage a lot of this stuff. Presentations are always about, for me, it's about solving a problem. So at the back of my mind, I always think that when I'm speaking, the people that I can't see here, how can I help them solve their problem? So I'm thinking, if you're working, how can I help you do better at work? If you're thinking of business, how can I help you start a business? If you have a business, how can I help you scale? And that's why I always think about marketing. So I'm hoping that what I'm saying is giving people ideas to say, do you know what? Let me talk to Mr. Onigbanjo more, because I think it makes sense because I have to recognize everything costs money, but so does stagnation. So if I do nothing, what will it cost me? It may cost me losing a job that gives me £70,000. So I've lost it. So why don't I take a fraction of that, reinvest in myself, and go forward? It's what it really is that the old system of going to a university to learn has been broken. Universities cannot compete. It is the person that knows how to use technology that is the leader now.
There's a lead now.
Yeah, we are in the fourth industrial revolution. We need to recognize that when we grew up, we grew up in a knowledge-based economy, but it's changed. It's not knowledge-based now. So we just need to recognize that we can't use that old system here. That's why that man is on 50K and then the girl with no O levels is on 2 million.
It's on 2 million, right? So pretty much we need to embrace the new system anyway.
That's it.
God help us, and we help ourselves too. And we need to be open-minded towards technology. Well, that's good. Thank you, sir. There's another question for you. What ways can AI predict business trends, market shifts, now currently than traditional methods?
These are my core questions. These are my questions. So you see, this when I was talking about marketing, this is what I meant. This is marketing. All you do is you instruct. You have to give it data. You give it and say, well, these are my industries of interest. This is the data. What's happened before? You have to give it a lot of data, and the data it can actually retrieve. It can retrieve data, or you can give it data from companies, and then based on the data, tell it to forecast for you. These things can be done it can be done in 30 minutes. This is something that would take. We used to be on like £700 a day, like 4 of us in a team. Go and do it for a week, and then we'll do a presentation. Now that's 30 minutes.
It's done. Wow, that's interesting. Well, it's good. So with AI, we can achieve so much within a little time. That's impressive. That's impressive. So I think we'll take one more question within our timing. So, anybody else have any question?
We just need to use it. We just need to use AI and use it for your own business as well, not just for where you work. Use it for yourself.
Right. Thank you so much for that, sir. Thank you so much for that. So I'm just scanning for it to see if anyone has any more questions, but I think you've answered majority of the questions anyway. So thank you so much for the discount as well that you've offered up to people in case they want to take on your course. So in wrapping up, what do you have any final words for people today, and how people's life can become better with using the technology AI?
Yeah, I honestly, I know that there's still so many people out there that are not admitting that they can't use AI properly, because when they open up to me, I'm amazed. And so it tells me that a marketplace that is waiting for you to sell to are people that need to transform. And a lot of them are just about 35 upwards, 35 years old upwards. They don't fully know how to use AI. They actually don't. They've got MSCs, BSCs, MBAs, they work in marketing. And what I notice is that they get plugged into systems at work for work, but they cannot use it for themselves. So what I'm talking about is B2C. You see, when we go out and we contract B2G, government contract, B2B, business. But this kind of conversation here is B2C, as I'm talking to small business owners. I'm talking to Bayo, Tunde, people that have just, they just have some money here. And there's a gap in the market that they can fill and they can service. There's too many people that do not understand these things, and we all need to leverage it. And by that, I mean your current skill set can be digitized, placed on AI, and scaled.
Right.
In that, there is money to be made. So when people are saying, show me the money, in this digital economy, this is a big way we are making money, and you should as well. And I want you to think of it, be bold, take action, send me that email. My email is there. Send that email to me. Say, Sam, let's talk. Come to one of our free classes and sign up. You're not going to regret it. You're going to be very, very, very happy with what you've done.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Onigbanjo. Thank you so much for today. He's been very educational. I mean, I've taken a lot from it as well, and definitely I'll be rewatching the stream as well because this stream is intuitive. He's opened my knowledge a lot tonight. He's opened my head a lot tonight, and I'll be taking a lot home. So I just want to say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you, and thank you so much for sharing tips as well, and from your knowledge bank as well. You've given us a lot. And to be honest with you, we do understand that this is what people pay for. And you've come to our platform today, you've given it to us for free. I will definitely will take it away. We'll maximize this, and hopefully some people will be signing up at least to your masterclasses as well and learning a lot from it. So yes, sir, thank you so much. And I want to say thank you to everybody else as well joining us from different parts. Thank you so much, Mr. Shale. Thank you so much as well for everybody else that I've not mentioned their names. Thank you so much. And yes, it's been a day. Thank you, Mr. Dare. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you so much. So everyone, pretty much, that's joining us so that I don't keep reading them. So if I've not called out your name, please don't worry too much. I wear glasses so I can't see properly. So when I'm scrolling too much, everything keeps flickering. So, but anyways, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. We hope to welcome you back once again. And I was going to invite Dr. Gbenga Lawal to give a final closing remarks, but at the moment, I doubt his availability. I know he's listening in. He's probably busy handling some other businesses. But thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure having you. And we are blessed tonight. And we've taken a lot. We've taken a lot from this. And we'll definitely take it away. And we'll apply it to our day-to-day life. So all the best. And we hope to welcome you again soon. So on behalf of Skills Mindset, thank you. We thank everyone joining. Thank you so much. And God bless us all. Thank you, and have a wonderful night. I think we'll call it a day there. We'll call it a night there. And please go back on YouTube, listen to our streams. You can subscribe to our channel as well. It's all called Skills Mindset. On Twitter, with Skills Mindset. On Instagram, with Skills Mindset. On YouTube, just go to Skills Mindset as well. You can watch our previous masterclasses. And yeah, I'm sure they will benefit you in one way or the other. So thank you so much, everyone. And at this point, we draw this masterclass to a close. Thank you, sir. Thank you again, Mr. Sam. And have a wonderful week ahead. Or the rest of the weekend, more like it's Thursday today, it's Friday tomorrow. So have a good run to the weekend and enjoy the sun as well, which is coming out gradually. Thank you so much. Thank you from Nigeria. Thank you, the US. I see somebody joining from Ivory Coast. I think already earlier that the person joined from Cotonou as well. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure tonight. And yes, let's all have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
The world is changing, and so does change. But the mind has the potential to capture the changing world and make every change count. At Skills Mindset, the leading global skills, strategy and corporate development company, we believe that the mind has the potential of transforming the man from obscurity to prominence. It's the reason why we make skills our business. At Skills Mindset, we stand for change, for development and for success. We challenge, we inspire and we lead. With Skills Mindset, your limit is just the beginning. Welcome to Skills Mindset. For more information about the great service we provide, please visit our website on www.skillsmindset.com or give us a call on our UK number on 07957 676 193. Better still, send us an email on info@skillsmindset.com. Skills Mindset. Challenging limits, maximising opportunities.